All right, what's going on, everybody? Brian back with another live stream, and today we're going to be jumping in, going over my Lethal Zone guide that I've been working on for the past few months. And I know a lot of you guys been asking, hey, when's the next episode? When's the next episode? And I've been having such a hard time, guys, especially with my busy stream schedule, to find, 4 to 5 hours to freaking sit there and chop and edit and render. And you guys really don't understand. To upload one hour video onto YouTube legitimately takes like 4 to 5 hours. It's ridiculous, especially when you're doing it in high quality 2 to 4K. It takes forever to do. So what I decided to do is we're going to move that guide over to just my normal stream schedule, and I'm going to just try to do it live, and have you guys, I'm not going to engage with chat like I usually do, just so we can keep the flow of information going, keep everybody so it's still a guide where people can come and reference and get information and not have to sift through hours of me just talking about random shit. You know what I mean? So that's not what this is going to be. But let's get into it. So this guide is going to kind of be I'm going to start from fresh because I had a couple ideas. I actually sat down and I want to get you guys in the right direction with what I think is probably one of the best ways to approach Lethal Zone or Nightmare Zone. And it was something I was kind of leaving out of my last guide, and I didn't realize it until I was just going over my guide yesterday. It's just something I've been leaving out. So I want to take the time to really explain and get you guys going the right track, because it might be something that you guys really don't know much about. And the main focus that I feel that all of you guys should be, I have a second computer, Ted. I do have a second computer, and that's what I do my editing on, man. And it still takes 4 to 5 hours. You know what I mean? It's just a waste of time, dude. But yeah, this guide here is going to focus more on immunity stacking and or plague resistant stacks. And it's probably one of the easier ways to approach Lethal Zone, because the big thing that you're going to have to worry about is plague damage. And it's still one of the, I think, the highest killers in Lethal Zone, and that comes from Juggernauts, Ferals, all of that. And that's what we're going to kind of focus on with this. I'm going to show you, what characters to start with and how to kind of try to approach plague resistance right off the bat. So let me get this and this. So I already started rolling. I already rolled characters because this took a while. I did this morning, and these are the characters that I'm running with. Now, you guys see out here, I have 2 blank slates. A lot of people ask, what are the best traits to start the game with, or the best skills to start the game with? And I tend to tell people, especially with the new outpost system, it doesn't really matter what skills you start the game with, because you can get skills at any point now. Like, if you need a medic, just have somebody without a 5th skill, go get a medical outpost, upgrade it to level 2, buy your medicine book. Boom. If you need a cook, same thing. Like, you can train the skills now without having to hunt down the books. It takes all the RNG out of it. It just takes a little bit of doing missions, building up some influence, and going ahead and getting that outpost. So what I always tell you guys to focus on is traits. Traits are something that you cannot change once you start the game. So this is what makes your character them. This is what makes them, have special skills. This is what makes them, for instance, I'm running damage resistant traits. Those are kind of like my go-to. So Immortal here is 40, or I think it's 40 minus 40% immune, or injury resistance. So this person takes 40% less injuries than a regular survivor, which means they're more tanky. You're not gonna have to worry about healing them up as much because they're not gonna take as much damage. Plus, Immortal also gives an additional 45 health. So as you guys can see, this starting survivor with only 2 stars in fighting already has 153 health. That's huge. And then once I actually max out her fighting, she'll be close to 200 health with 40% less damage being taken overall. And when I mean damage, I mean the actual permanent damage that you have to use, like first aid kits and stuff like that to heal. So Immortal is a very, very good skill. Now, this is the actual best skill in the game for damage resistance, which is the Unbreakable skill, which also gives a plus 40 to health, or 45 to health. And it also gives you 100% injury resistance, which means this survivor will never take injury resistance. So the reason why I got her with no 5th skill is because what I want to do, and this is a great combo for you guys to remember, my unbreakable survivor is going to become my pathologist, because what that's going to allow me to do is that's going to stack injury resistance with plague resistance. Now, pathology gives your whole community plague resistance, and it's also obviously going to give the survivor plague resistance. So I'm going to have plague resistance plus injury resistance. And on top of that, guys, and this is why I said this is a really, really good damage resistant start, is we're going to roll with hygiene on this last survivor here. And what hygiene does is it gives your whole community plague resistance. So even without pathology yet, I already have my whole community with plague resistance because of hygiene. And we have some damage resistant skills here. So once I get pathology stacks with hygiene. So we're going to have double resistance coming from those 2 different locations. And then on top of that, I'm going to show you guys how to start working there's a function inside of the primary care function inside the infirmaries. That's what we're going to start running, because once you have a pathologist and a surgeon, if you get a surgeon, you don't have to do a surgeon. That's why I kind of got the damage resistant traits here, so I don't have to go that surgery route. But if you have a pathologist and you're running primary care in a level 3 infirmary, you can make it so your survivors are 100% immune to blood plague. It's really, 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 really expensive. You need to run 2 infirmaries. It's a whole big thing. But if we're just running the 1 infirmary with primary care plus pathology plus hygiene, it's automatically we're going to be barely taking any plague damage. So that's our focus. That's what we're going to aim for in the start here. And let's get in. We're starting on Trumbull Valley because, like I tell you guys, Trumbull Valley, it is a harder map overall because of the sheer building zombie population's a lot higher. But Trumbull offers players so much that the other maps don't have, such as the landmark outpost. It's really, really good, especially for that mid-game push when you need to start pushing play cards. There's guaranteed mission spawns all over the place. You can push for your haven device. There's guaranteed traders on the map. There's a lot of stuff that Trumbull does have going for it. And once again, in this playthrough, like I was doing on my last guide, is I'm going to kind of try to teach you guys how to safely navigate Trumbull, and kind of show you where you want to stay away from. So let's get in this. So as you guys can see, it's nighttime. Now what happens is when you roll characters for too long, time passes while you're in that screen.
Whose turn is it to find more fuel?
All right, so the one thing that you immediately need to watch out for, and I can see him right there, Lethal Zone. A lot of you guys probably know when you're playing in Lethal Zone, I've had so many people say, man, I started a Lethal Zone game within the first 2 seconds. I got jumped and killed by a feral. And yes, this is like Undead Labs' welcome to Lethal Zone present. They always spawn in a plague feral, like in the relative vicinity of where you start, and it's literally right there. Now, one of the things, because we have this group here, we can kind of just gang up on the feral. Now, you're going to take plague damage. It is what it is. It's unavoidable. You yourself, you can avoid plague damage on yourself, but your people are probably going to take plague damage. You just want to make sure the feral doesn't beast on them and completely engulf them in blood plague. But what I'm going to try to do is we're going to try to avoid combat with this feral for right now and get the base claimed. So we're going to sneak around the backside here. Now, this feral this time spawned in the front. A lot of the times he'll spawn down over here, and you can just go right into the front of the base. Okay, so I can hear the zombies in the base here. So, if you guys are here for the guide, like I said, we have a lot of knowledgeable players in this community. I'm pretty sure the whole time we're going to have people in the live chat dropping tips and tricks and stuff for you also on top of the stuff I'm teaching you. So the lives will be up for you guys to read. Also, go into the comments. People always post good information and stuff like that in the comments. All in all, this is just, it'll be a good resource for you guys if you have any questions. Okay, so this horde is going to path. Hopefully it'll path out of the way so we can just get up there. Now, I just want to avoid any huge bouts of combat that I don't have to get into right now. Like I said, all of our people are fresh. We don't want them getting super injured. And I don't want to fight a horde right off the bat. But it looks like this horde is moving. Now, that's the thing is patience, guys. Zombies do move in this game. Now, the horde could get stuck on a mountain. And they might have actually got stuck there. So their pathing is broke, I believe. We'll see. All right, so I think I can sneak around them. The only problem is when we get in a base and we have to clear out those zombies. If any of those zombies scream, this horde's coming in, and the feral's probably going to come in. And if I got to fight this horde plus that feral, we're going to have a bad day. So we're going to try to keep it quiet. And that... Okay, so we're going to hop the fence. That's the one of the things about Nightmare and Lethal. So this guy I labeled as Lethal/Nightmare because anything I teach you guys for Lethal Zone will work in Nightmare Zone. It'll just be a little easier because you don't have to worry about Plague Ferals.
Check out the brainless.
But knowing, I think people imagine being a great State of Decay player, you know, Lethal Zone player as somebody who just dominates in combat. But honestly, some of the better things that make you even better in these difficulties is knowing when to avoid a fight. I think that's one of the hardest things for players to learn is when to fight and when to bail, and you know what fights to take and what fights to avoid. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to look for... I want to go back down, and I should have grabbed those rucksacks out of my vehicle. I'm trying to see if any of these survivors have a bigger backpack. Okay, so she has a 7 slot. Let me go ahead and... drop that in there, and we will swap over to Trinity here. Okay, so it looks like the sun's coming up, which is awesome. I'm actually going to swap over to this tire iron, grab these energy drinks, and grab these. So, if we do end up having to battle that feral, I'll have a better chance due to stamina. So we're going to sneak out here. Like I said, he was in the front here, so we're going to just keep a low profile. Because I don't want to get into a fight with him yet. So right now, like I said, I made a mistake. When you first start, you want to just grab the rucksacks out the back of your car, hand them to your survivors. That way you ain't got to make double trips like this. Okay, it looks like the feral might have went down the hill there. But as of right now, I don't really see much, so we're okay.
Okay, making progress here. Done and done.
All right, so we're going to go ahead. We're going to get these resources back to base. Now, depending on your playstyle, what facility do you build first is the question. I know a lot of people ask, hey, you know, what facilities are best? You can either go with a infirmary or you can go with a workshop, depending on your playstyle. Now, the way I look at it is if you're having a lot of issues with plague damage, you know, getting blood plague right off the bat, I would always go for infirmary first because you're going to need those plague beds, especially early game, because getting your hands on plague samples in the early game is not that easy. It takes a little bit to be able to actually build up, get some plague cures crafted. So having those plague beds there just in case you do get plagued is definitely beneficial. So, or you can go with a workshop if you know if you want to start being a little more offensive, if you want to start crafting throwables, fire, things like that. I advise you guys, if you're watching a guide and it's your first time in Lethal Zone, I would definitely roll with the infirmary over the workshop. But if you know that you don't take a lot of damage as it is, and you're pretty good at avoiding damage, then yeah, go for it. Go and try to get yourself a infirmary first. Now, Lethal Zone, when you first get in any of the bases, they have beds built into them. Fix those right away, because if not, it takes 30 minutes. If you get out of your whole little buff, let me show you guys here. There's a buff when you first start the game. You get plus 500% build action speed, and it lasts for like 15 or 20 minutes. Once that goes away, all of the shit you're building starts taking a really, really long time to do. So the faster you can get it, the better. But right now we have exactly enough resources to build either a infirmary or a workshop. I don't want to zero out my resources right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to head across the bridge up the road here. If you don't know the area, go and start hitting some scouts. This cell tower here gives you pretty good range of this area. I know though, and if you guys are watching this is a car garage. It's going to have, and there's a fuel site next to it. Now that's what I want. I want to go get some gas for my car and a repair kit for my car so we can get our vehicle up and running, because getting a car just makes looting smoother, makes everything smoother in the early game. So we're going to head across this bridge. We're just kind of taking our time. Pretty sure that Farrell's behind me. Now you could, let me go scout really quick. There's a campsite down here that you can go loot. And you can try to get your hands on a crossbow, but yeah, you see the Feral? He's still down there prowling. So I'm gonna let him just have that area for right now. Okay, so we got a screamer facing us in this choke point. This is kind of unfortunate because we got this horde over here pathing. And I can't approach that screamer without him screaming. And we're going to be in a big horde fight if I do that. So got one of two options. We can figure it out and just kind of push and fight. Which is okay, because I have energy drinks, so I could get away with a fight. Or you could take the long way around, but the long way around is the long way around, guys. So you could cut down, go down the river here, come up the other side over, like, right here, and then make your way, but then you have to come all the way back down the road. If I had any kind of distraction items. Okay, so the screamer turned away. Kinda. So what I'm going to try to do is we're going to try to bait the screamer. And what I mean by that is I'm going to allow him to see me, and then we're going to duck away and try to see if I can get him to walk toward me. Yep, there it is. Now, once he loses line of sight of me, he should turn around. And then we can sneak up behind him and kill him. And now we just avoided having to deal with all of them. Now we do got to be careful though, because they might still see me walking and they'll start screaming and there'll be a whole situation, but we're good. Okay, so before we head down, this is a ammo spot. You could sometimes get crossbows, weapons of any kind here, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to try to see if we can get some kind of ranged weapon. And if we get our hands on a ranged weapon early on, this can help you with ferals and stuff like that. Now, granted, it's probably not going to be suppressed. Okay, look. So, yeah, we got... take those parts. I'll leave that there for now. Let's see what else we get out of here. If it's good enough, we'll just grab it all and bring it back to base. Scar H, man, I did not expect that. All right, so we're gonna grab all of this stuff, and we'll bring it back to base. Screw it. So we got a Scar H, which is a really, really high, like, it's not a common gun, you know what I mean, to find right off the bat. Chris, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I do appreciate it, dude. Okay, look at that. Boom. And we got a crossbow. So that is good. That is good. We definitely are making out like some champs here. This is the Echo X1 combat crossbow. So this uses heavy bolts. Let's go ahead and grab all of this stuff. A little more 7.62. So I'm gonna bring this stuff back to base. We know that there's a little bit more ammo in there. And good thing is we got this gun, which I'm not going to use because it's really, really loud. We don't have a suppressor. I don't have much ammo. But it's good because now I can assign this to one of my people on base defense, and we don't have to worry about... we'll have that extra little bit of assistance back at base to help us. Okay, so one of the things that we need to also start thinking about is our food. As those day tickers start going, you're going to start losing food. And right now with these 3 survivors, I'm going to lose 6 food a day. All right, so that means in 1 day's time, we're going to zero out on food. So that is one of the main things you want to focus on when you first get into your lethal zone game is, okay, food. We need to either A, find an outpost, a food outpost that is outside of plague territory that I can get right off the bat and start working on that, or start going around and getting bags of food. So that's why you guys see me here. I'm actually going to be, I want to get my car up and running because then I can go around and grab at least 2 or 3 bags of food. We don't have to worry about it. All right, so we're going to go ahead, equip our crossbow. There it is. And now we're in better shape. Let's go get that fuel. Now, with the combat crossbow, this one's good because it doesn't penetrate and it has a scope. It's actually a really good crossbow. Okay, I think, is that another screamer? Yep, so we got another screamer over there. We're going to hit him from here. Too low. Got him. And there's another screamer in the road down there. So good thing we got this, this crossbow. It's a really, really good find. Now, I know when you guys are playing in yours, loot is random. You know what I mean? You could go in there and get absolutely nothing. It's always a good spot to check, though, to try to get your hands on some kind of ranged weapon, whether it's a pistol, anything is good. Now, granted, if you get just a gun and you don't get a crossbow, just remember the gun is only for emergencies. Probably should take out that screamer just in case a zombie starts screaming. I don't have to worry about him calling more to the party.
I could totally headshot that bloater.
Yeah, we could. Is he gonna pop? There it is. Now, like I said, our main goal for coming up here is to get some fuel. Not fuel for the base, fuel for the car.
Should totally be an outpost.
And a repair kit. Get your car up and running. All right, got some chems, and that was it. So we did get one gas can, and we should be able to get another one in there. Come around, see if any of these have chemicals in it. Site secure. I've never found loot in that site, not ever. Okay, so we know that these buildings like to really spawn in zombies, so we're gonna go ahead and just be careful. But it doesn't seem like we got any zombie spawns. Let me actually go ahead and just full clear this, make it into a safe zone.
I think we've got the place to ourselves.
Yep, there it is. So we should be able to move around freely. There it is.
That's pretty heavy.
Toolkit. I'll grab that trade item. Also looking to see if we can get our hands on a gas can.
As empty as it gets.
So yeah, in the beginning of the game, try to reserve your resources. Don't go out and like start shooting like a madman. Don't, you know, like, just because you can doesn't mean you should. You know, that's a lesson I think we can all benefit from. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And I try to rely a lot on melee in the early game, just so I'm not using, unless I have to shoot a screamer, shoot a bloater, shoot a feral, stuff like that. Try your best to use melee. That guy's gonna scream, so we're gonna have a little bit of combat here, which is fine. We made a bunch of safe zones, so.
Better not let that one get back up. I got nothing left.
And the reason why I say focus on melee is because as you level up your fighting, you gain health. So as you guys can see, this is a bad situation. I already got what I want, so we're kind of just going to get out of here. Because these zombies are just going to make the situation worse.
A screamer.
And with the new line of sight changes, ooh. See how we're getting pinched in? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna drag all of these zombies over here. I don't want to bring this back to my base, not at all. And I don't want to fight because I have a ton of weight on me. So we're gonna get our stand back. Kind of just spread these guys out. And that's why I try to tell you guys, learning how to avoid combat is just as good, is just as important as learning how to be good in combat. We stretched all those zombies out, that horde that frickin' finally moved. Now the thing is, this horde's gonna rubber band back down here and hopefully start walking back our way, but I don't know where they're gonna go. We'll see. We're gonna take care of this screamer. We'll come back for that bolt at another time. Oh, we actually might be able to get it. We're gonna wait a sec. That horde's moving back over that way. We'll go over there and grab our bolt. Bloater on the bridge. So we could shoot this bloater. Or we can just aggro him and cause him to fall. It depends on if you just want to waste ammo or not. In this case, I don't know if I can squeeze past him. So we're just going to shoot him. And let him air out. Man, a lot of screamers and bloaters, I gotta say. Definitely a lot of screamers and bloaters. And then once our car's up and running, we're gonna go get some food. And there's a site here. Like I said, if you don't know the sites, make sure you guys are hitting the scout points. Like I said, I got some decent map knowledge. Actually, I think I might go down the road too. There's a food stand down here at the bottom of this little lake area that we can also get a bag from. But we'll check both sites. Okay, so we're out of the red on everything, which will help for morale. Let's drop all this stuff. Let's go get the car up and running. And then we're going to go grab some food. So this is just the order that I like to go in. You know, car, I feel, is super important. Barrel.
That barrel has armor on its head.
So we can kill him from range with this crossbow. He might come at me, which is fine. If I can get him away from those zombies, I can do him with the crossbow. I just want to aggro him up and deal with him right now. You won't get away from the zombies, though. Let's just get them. Now the hardest part of fighting a feral with a crossbow is getting the reload off and trying to get space.
I gotta rest. My nose left.
There we go. Finally. Getting the space. Sometimes they'll do a real hard leap and you'll get a ton of space, and sometimes, like when you're in an area like this where there's a lot of stuff around, the feral stays in close combat the whole entire time, and it's really frustrating to try to get that gap. But as you can see, we took a decent amount of plague damage and a decent amount of, and I believe she's, yeah, so she's my hygienist. She's not even one of the injury-resistant people. But until you can get comfortable with trying to get off a reload with one of these crossbows, I advise you guys to always use a have a sidearm on you. If you're running primarily crossbow, always have some kind of sidearm on you. Do this guy in melee. Now that feral's gone, we won't have to worry about another one for a while. But yeah, always carry some kind of sidearm on you, whether that be a handgun, something, just in case when you do run into those feral situations, you can take them out. Okay, let's get this baby fueled up. Go ahead, drop that in. All right, so let's go grab this food really quick. Actually, you know what? We'll swap out survivors. Actually, no. We're not going to get food. We have to get materials. And reason for that is we got to get this damn infirmary built. So there's a shed up here. There's a warehouse down here. We'll go check this warehouse down here. See if we can get these materials. I want to get him. I want to get my infirmary built so I can start healing up my people when it comes to like blood plague and stuff like that. All right, so let's go ahead and drop all this for right now. She's the one with the gun. We'll swap over to the other one. Kayla.
You've got command starting now.
Let's go ahead and grab that. So I don't have very many energy drinks left, so we'll go ahead and just grab snacks. That will work. Grab that. And we'll head out. I still got time on that day ticker, so I'm not really too worried about the food loss. We can afford to go get these materials really quick. Now, this is another good spot, guys. Not only are we get a van too, dude. Not only is this a good spot to come and try to look for materials,
I'm guessing there's a plague horde not too far away.
but there's an unmarked fuel location here. I showed you guys this in my last guide. But there's this unmarked fuel location here, and you can get tons of gas cans here. Like literally like 4 to 5 gas cans, depending on RNG. Well, I'd say 3 to 5. But yeah, stop by here, try to get as much gas, and this will have you set early game. You won't have to use any of your base fuel to get gas cans. You could focus mainly on like fire and stuff like that. That's what I would advise. There we go. So we got 2 there. And we got a van up here. So we now know that we can make a little trip up this way and get ourselves another vehicle, and a big loot vehicle too. I like looting with vans. We'll check the back of it, see if there's sometimes vehicles have repair kits and fuel right in the trunk, guys. So make sure look at that. 4 gas cans, guys. 4 gas cans. That's gonna hold us over for a bit. We just got an infestation that popped. Okay. We'll deal with that in a little bit. So we're up to 5 gas cans right now. Yeah, so we're going to come back for this van at some point. Let's get in this warehouse, see if we can get some materials.
I don't hear any zombies, but in plague territory, that never lasts.
Okay, so the building sounds clear. Like I said, we're only here for a bag of materials, guys. I could, and I mean, if I find some parts and shit like that, chemicals, I'll always grab parts and chemicals. So you know, I'll grab that. I'll use that bandage actually.
And I'm out.
I don't have very much inventory, so there's no point in me trying to loot everything in here. Materials aren't going to be in there. Oh, shit. There it is, guys. Heavy weapon right off the bat. Oh, yeah, we'll grab that. So the reason why I like get my hands on a heavy weapon early on, obviously when you early game, the best way to start chipping away at plague hearts is with a heavy weapon.
Just garbage in here.
So I got somebody in chat asking advanced toolkits in beta hearts. Right? Yeah, so right now it's not in the game yet, but advanced toolkits will be able to be found inside of Lethal Zone plague hearts. Some pretty good stuff. We're going to have to come back for that. Actually, no, I'll drop this one bullet. A 122 round. I'll grab that energy drink. Where the hell are these materials at, man? There it is. So now this will bring us up over that threshold because it's going to cost 8 materials to build the infirmary, which would have zeroed me out. This will give me an extra 5 now, so I don't have to worry about my people being pissed that we don't have any materials. And that goes with anything, guys. If you're going to craft something or build a facility, make sure you double check to make sure that you're not going to zero your stuff. I can't even tell you how many times I've done it to myself, crafting plague cures or making energy drinks or some kind of crafting, and you end up going and zeroing out something, and now you have a morale penalty because you have no materials, you have no ammo, you have no... So make sure you're not zeroing out before you craft. Now, if you have to, hey, do what you got to do. Rodolph, thank you so much for the sub, man. All right, Screamer nearby. There he is. Okay, let's go ahead and drop all that in the base. Get our infirmary building.
I'm glad we've already got a start on building this base up into something real.
Now the missions are going to start spawning. And once the missions start spawning, it's going to be cool. Because this first mission gives you a ton of influence. You get like 500 influence. You get your first enclave to start working with. And they're going to want plague samples. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be messing around in plague territory. Yep. So we're in plague territory right now. And we have a crossbow. So it shouldn't be too hard for us to get samples. Good shot.
I can't keep fighting.
Okay, so I wanted to kill them with my crossbow, but... So while we're here, I'm just going to start farming up some samples. Yeah, it's a bunch of... Now, this is what I was telling you guys. Early game samples are not easy to come by, and you have to be careful because if you get blood plague and you have this mission, these guys take 3 samples. A blood plague cure, it takes 5. So at a minimum early game, you're gonna have to get your hands on like eight plague samples, which is quite a bit. As you guys can see, I just killed 5 or 6 zombies. Oh, they want 2.
Samples is by killing plague zombies. The best place to find them is in the territory around a plague heart.
All right, so I can't trade with them yet. Oh, we can. Here we go. Let's see what they have. So they got more materials, and they have a handgun.
Those things basically infect their whole.
We're gonna buy this handgun,
Or you could just
and we're gonna buy these energy drinks.
heart itself to get a bunch of samples. That's more dangerous.
Some advice? Raid your supply locker for the best gear before starting this. Helping out like this is a good way to make friends.
All right, so I went ahead and I splurged a little bit there. They had some pretty decent things. They had materials, which obviously we always need. As you guys know, I love energy drinks over snacks. And we're running low on bolts. And this pistol, like I said, it's always nice to have some kind of secondary on you. So we're going to kind of just make our way around here. See if I can get some more materials out of here. Screw it, why not? And we'll see if we have anything that we could go and sell to this group. But we should be able to get the 2 samples right in this area. And with the new changes to, well, not new, but once they came out, I believe it was update 25 that introduced plague territory, it's a lot easier to hunt for plague samples because you know exactly where plague zombies are going to be now, because you just go in plague territory. Every zombie is a plague zombie in plague territory. So let's just go hunt right now. Use this crossbow. Increases the drop rate of plague samples. That's what crossbows do, guys. And also pathology, too. If you have a pathologist, they get a higher drop rate on plague samples. There's 1 sample. Good shot, dude. But yeah, like I said, this gets you your first friendly enclave. Oh, man, we're acing it right now with this accuracy. This gets you your first friendly enclave. And like I said, you get 500 influence for finishing this. Running pretty damn low on bolts. And our drop rate on plague samples is still pretty damn low. Okay, so we're down to 6 bolts. Five bolts. And now with these extra materials, the reason why I was so giddy on getting those extra materials, obviously because I have to build, oh my god, another facility. But also, we can go ahead and start crafting crossbow bolts if we get a nice surplus of materials. So this is what I was trying to tell you guys. The drop rates are low. There it is. Got our last plague sample there.
Finished. Yeah, I get it done.
Nice.
But bolts are fairly expensive to craft for the most part.
Hello. See you soon.
Oh, there she is.
Done and done.
Okay, our infirmary is done. We'll give these plague samples.
I can make something that'll cure blood plague if one of us gets infected.
Okay, she gave us some fuel, 500 influence, and we have a friendly trade partner now.
Take care of yourself.
I'm going to learn about these guys. So that's a gardener. It's got a really good gun on her right there, actually. Surprised she has the PPSH. I didn't know they could spawn with those on them. This is a blank.
If you're bored, I got something for you.
No negatives.
Meds are running low.
She's decent.
Abundance to begin with.
Just happy to help. Hey, hun, you're welcome.
And a medic, which we don't need. So they have somebody here that we could recruit potentially. Hey, Lugar, I'm glad, man. I'm glad you're enjoying these guides, man. All right, so we're going to go ahead and let me see. How many materials we got back at base? Plus, I got 5 plus. So we'll have 15. I could do my workshop, but we won't have enough for
Wandering around in plague
bolts.
territory might be a bad idea.
We're going to head down, grab that bag of food I was telling you guys about. Now, I know guys are going to ask, why am I parking my car like that? It's so zombies can't jump on the hood if I need to make a getaway. Good shot. All right, here we go.
Here in these zombies, but in plague territory, that never lasts. Totally worthless.
Grab these seeds. I don't generally do too much with seeds. Ever since the new outpost changes, I personally don't use a lot of gardens. I put a lot of my food into my outposts. I use a lot of food outposts. That's like my go-to. Now, I know some people really like their gardens and stuff. I'm not saying gardens are bad. I'm just saying I like to save my facilities and my base for other things. Now, when I get a big community going, sometimes I will get a farm or something like that. Okay, let's get these resources back to base. And the main reason why I want to get a workshop up and running is because you can't repair weapons without a workshop. I don't need anything out of the workshop, like crafting-wise, but repairing stuff is pretty important. You know, your guns, your melee weapons, all that stuff, you're going to want to be able to repair them if they take a whole bunch of damage. Okay, so this infirmary is built. We're going to go ahead and put her in it. So if you guys don't know, your infirmary here, if you go ahead and put somebody in the plague bed, it makes them heal faster.
We've had a couple more communities settled down here in Trumbull Valley. They seem like good folks.
Thanks, Ray. It's nice to hear that people are coming back to the valley. Take care of yourself, all right? I count on you to keep an eye on Trumbull for me.
Yes, ma'am.
Broken glass with the sub. Thank you. All right, so our infirmary's good. We're going to leave that there. And let me see here. I might actually go ahead and build our workshop right now. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll get that building. So as you guys can see, I'm pretty much out of bullets. I got 2 shots left in my crossbow. At that point, there's no point in carrying that on me. It's not doing me any favors. So what I'm going to do is we're just going to carry the 45 and some extra bullets for it. And like I said, at this point, I should only rely on melee because this gun is unsuppressed. It's going to make the situation worse. I'm only going to use it in cases of emergency. But now we know... Okay, we need food and we need meds. Oh, guys, my bad. I gotta take my hoodie off here. It's getting a little hot. All right, and we need some bigger freaking backpacks, man. Our backpack's so tiny. All right, so we got this infestation here. I don't have fire right now at all. And if I had more bolts, I would try to deal with that infestation. So we're gonna come over here. There's a food spot, and we'll hit this cell tower. Kind of scout the area, see if we can see any potential med sites or potential food sites. And this place that we're going to is it's like a little gas station. So when you come over here, these narrow pathways, make sure there's no bloaters. Barrel. So there's a lot of zombies here. Just gonna lure this feral away. And then we could just leave them in the dust. Oh. Okay, so there is a screamer. He might not come all the way over here, so we're just gonna watch and see what he does. I think because of LOS, he's just gonna turn around and go back. Area's relatively clear. Okay, so this tartan mark actually is not a food site. But it's a food outpost that we can claim. So we are going to do that. Like I said, it's actually kind of hard to find those early game food outposts that are not in plague territory on Trumbull. And we got lucky here. This one being outside of plague territory, so. Clear this place out. Outpost it. So we have people asking about the Legacy Survivor changes and the infestation changes. The Legacy Survivor changes haven't even been announced yet, so we don't even know if those are coming out anytime soon. Hopefully, obviously this year, but nothing yet. And as for the infestation changes, the team is still working on those. They're trying to balance, and so I don't think we're going to see that. Obviously we're not seeing it in update 29, but Jeffrey Card said we might see that in update 30 or 31, something like that. So hopefully soon. You know what I mean? The infestation change is a lot of fun. Okay, so I do want to head up there and still hit that tower, and I think we can sneak up on that screamer. But let's get this outpost, and that's going to help us out with food.
Stress headache has moved right into migraine territory.
All right.
I'm all done securing this outpost.
Food outpost is
Now
done.
see the place. Think we could do even more here.
How much influence do I have? So we're only at 300. So our food loss is now down to 4 a day. Getting either upgrading an outpost to level 2 or getting another food outpost would be beneficial, but that's going to be a lot right now. I can't afford it. I don't expect any of you guys to go and dump your influence right off the bat on something like that. It's quite an investment.
Done and done.
And our workshop is done. Drop that back in the base too. We're gonna we'll loot the shed behind here. Okay, so now that our workshop is done, let's see. Yeah, we need 40 parts in order to be able to craft some bolts. Let's see, do I have any extra weapons that I could break down? We do got another cleaver that I could potentially break down, get us 24 parts, and that will give us almost enough, I believe, to craft some bolts. Let's see. Yep. So we'll go ahead and we'll craft bolts. And now we'll be able to go take on that infestation. Plus, we do have our handgun on us for our backup weapon.
This one's locked. I hope nothing heard that.
So that's just what I do. If I smash a door down, I generally step outside, wait to see if anything comes, and then I go back in. Because I don't want to get caught up in that little building if, you know, with whatever is going to come. Nothing in there. Let's see here. Olive asked, wanted to get back into State of Decay 2. Can't find the motivation as it feels like sure.
Farm dealers nearby. The prices are high, but the selection is huge. Maybe we should check it out.
If so Olive, if the game is feeling like chore-y, like you know, like you're doing like chores, and I don't know if you've tried the new map. Trumbull Valley is a lot less chore-y than the other maps for sure. But if the game feels like chores, man, probably lower the difficulty a little bit. Generally, I feel like when the game starts getting too hard for me, like difficulty-wise, and I have so many things going, I start feeling like I'm kind of just running around doing chores, and I can't really play the game because I'm too busy trying to take care of all this little thing here, this little thing there. But at the same time, you also got to embrace the chore, because sometimes it is just, you got to do your chores, man. You know, you got to go out, clear your infestations, go out, get some food, and you know, it does have that feel to it. What's going on, Cryptic? How you doing, man? I don't think I'm the hardest working, not by even a long shot, dude. All right, let's go drop this stuff in here. All right, so we're gonna go up here. We're gonna hit this. Oh no, let's go. I went up on top of that cell tower, guys. Grabbed the loot and didn't scout. Pro player. I was like, I felt like I was missing something. Yeah, so Olive, and this is another tip that I'm going to give to all of the new players, especially coming into Lethal Zone. You're going to feel like the game is asking you for a lot. You're going to have constant enclaves asking you, hey, please come help us. Give us this. Give us that. This. You know what I mean? Let's let Tressy finish.
Most of you don't know me yet, but if things go well, you will soon. I'm working on a little project that's going to help this valley thrive again, like it used to.
For now, just stay strong and be good to each other. We're all in this together, after all.
I just spotted another plague heart. Looks like a group.
You're going to get a lot of requests from enclaves. They're going to constantly be asking you to do stuff, constantly be asking you to help them with things. And the best advice I can give you is ignore them. Unless it is a allied enclave, right, that you really, really like, an allied enclave, and they're like, hey, can you help us with this? Think about it, like, oh, you know, is it worth losing that ally bonus? Should I help them? If not, hey, just ignore them. Just let them come and go. I always tell people when you first start playing, focus on your community first. Focus on yourself first. Because if you're sitting there, and it always seems like this, it's like when my group needs food, I got 2 other fucking enclaves on the map asking me for food. You know what I mean? And it's like, dude, I can't give you food. I don't even have enough for myself. But other players, they think, oh man, this mission is asking for food. I have to do it. And then you end up putting yourself in a situation. No, you don't. Those the enclaves are optional. You can literally play through the whole game. If you know what I mean. If you don't ever want to recruit, you can literally play through the whole game and never do anything for an enclave other than this first enclave, because that's kind of what gets the game going. But you don't have to do anything with enclaves. You can just ignore them. Every time I open YouTube, you're live. I do feel like I do stream quite a bit, but I get that good sleep, Cryptic. I get that good sleep, man. I get my 5 hours. Okay, so when I scouted up there, I actually didn't get any eyes on the town here. So the thing is, there's another cell tower here. This one will give you a good overlook of the city. So we're going to head up there. We're going to try to see if we can get some good eyes on, and we're going to take out that infestation before it grows. Oh no, I know what you mean, Cryptic, dude. I appreciate it, dude. Of course, man.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this might clear up.
Okay, so this area is going to be a little thick with zombies, I can already tell.
I think I'm in over my head here. Can anyone help?
Okay, what we want to do is we got a lot of zombies coming in now.
Glad we cleared this up. I'm staying. For now.
That zombie screamed. A lot of zombies are screaming right now.
I'm so exhausted.
Now, this is the dangerous part about Trumbull Valley, is the building density is so high. So we have an enclave right here. I just spotted them. I'm actually going to run all these zombies through this enclave and have this group help me fight. If not, I would have bailed. I would have left in this situation.
I guess we gotta talk.
Shall we do some business?
Oh, this is the enclave that wants so much for everything. They're so expensive. You hear that, guys? Now, the cool thing is we could let this Juggernaut kill this enclave, and you can get some really, really good weapons right off the bat. So we're going to kind of just hang out here with this enclave. We're going to just kill the zombies that come at us. See how this enclave handles this Juggernaut. This is the Warlord's Weapons for All enclave. They charge you an arm and a leg for guns and stuff. So if something happens to this enclave, it does not hurt my feelings whatsoever. And if the Juggernaut kills these guys, we can loot their bodies. Either way, if they kill the Juggernaut, we get some plague samples out of it. I'm surprised that shotgun lady's still alive. See, you know, if this was my people at my base, they would have been dead. Oh, they're putting in work though on the jug. My people would be freaking already dead. Did they really stagger and kill the jug already? Seriously? Why the fuck doesn't my people fight like that? But we just got a bunch of plague samples out of that deal, so no death, but we didn't have to sit there and waste all of our resources to fight all those zombies, all the Juggernaut, now hold the deal. The Enclave did it for us. So yeah, definitely if you get overwhelmed, don't be scared to drag your friendly neighbors some issues to help you. Maybe out with some BS. Okay, so we should be able to get a ton of parts out of that location there, and we just spent all our parts getting some bolts crafted. And then we'll head up this tower.
I don't hear any zombies, but in plague territory, that never lasts.
Now we did get a mission that spawned up here. It's a Trumbull Valley specific mission, and we could pursue it. You get some decent influence from it. You got to go find Hippopotamus, but the area they send you to get Hippopotamus, there's a couple plague hearts up there. It can get a little messy. I just noticed that infestation is cleared out.
I'm back on my feet and ready to get back to work.
Well, it's something.
I know there was a break in the barbed wire on the fence somewhere. Oh, there's... All right, so I know there's meds over in the bathroom over there. We're gonna head over and get those. So Smith asks, would you even use those guys to help with the plague heart? Now, I don't think you can hire them, that Enclave, because it's kind of like a story Enclave. But yes, if I have an Enclave that I don't really care about, I would hire them, you know, to just kind of use them as bait for plague hearts. Generally, I don't do it because, like, I feel like even though in my mind I'm like, oh yeah, I don't care about this, it still messes up my flow. Or if I want to pull the zombies one way and then the NPC ends up pulling the zombies the other way, it can get a little, it can mess up your plans. So this is the oasis over here.
I just spotted another plague heart.
And this is what's unique
I
about
think we'd be smart to make that spot an outpost.
Trumbull Valley compared to the other maps is just the sheer volume of sites on this map. It's insane.
Good for now.
As you can see, it's just there's a lot of building, and this is not even one of the thickest areas. Like you come down, you know, Marshall, even some parts up here, it's pretty thick, but Marshall's very, very dense building wise. So our survivor here is starting to get a little tired. Always want to make sure you're watching out for your stamina, because once you start getting tired, if you go ahead and start fighting and do your fatigue drops very, very fast at that point. some reason I feel like those were spawn-ins. As you guys can see, my fatigue's already going down. Like, I'm getting more and more tired. That's why I was saying when you're tired, you gotta be careful because yeah, your person will just start leaking stamina. 2 big fights and your person will literally have the tiniest speck of stamina left.
I'm not carrying more stuff.
Okay, we'll come back and grab that here in a sec. If I legacy a community that's full of Red Talon survivors, will I be able to use them in future communities? Yes. They when you finish a playthrough, any survivor, whether they're Red Talon or not, you can take that survivor and put them in your legacy pool. And then when you start a new game, you can go ahead and access your legacy pool and pull any of those survivors into your next game. I always do that with my Red Talons, especially Red Talons, because they're very, very expensive. And you kind of only want to buy them once, you know what I mean? You don't want to have to keep buying them over and over and over again for every single playthrough. That'd be terrible. So we're going to go back, grab those gas cans. And we're sitting really, really nice on gas cans right now, guys. Ooh, that scared the shit out of me. So I'm going to pop a stamina item here. Now that's why I'm against here, because now I can get up. See how he got in the corner there? But in that situation, you got to be careful because zombies will jump on your hood and blow your car up. But we were in a decent spot there. I was able to get out.
We could use some help if you're up for it.
Barrel Forgers demanding for food. So this is one of those missions that I was just telling you guys. I don't have food. I barely have any. And now I have a group asking me for food. Unless that's the Enclave down the road. And it is. So that's different. I would not have done that mission. But because I want to get them allied, I'll do it. But I'm not going to give them food out of my locker. I can't afford it. KA38, 9 minutes ago with the sub, man. I do appreciate that. And Avidus, thank you so much for the sub, man. All right, so let's go ahead and get her in the base on bed rest.
Hey guys, I'm home. Nerd alert.
But like I said, the handgun, emergencies. I got jumped by a feral there. I wanted to get away with the least amount of damage possible. So that's why you guys see me resorting to shooting an unsuppressed weapon there and then just getting the hell out, not messing around with it. Okay, so both of these, oh, she's tired, she's injured. And Naomi here, or how do you pronounce that? Naomi? How do you pronounce that with the E, the little thing above the E? I don't know. Is it Nomia? Noimea. Noimea. I don't know. I'm just going to call her Nomi. Nomi. Swap over to her.
You know, we'd be more productive if we had more folks to pitch in.
If you help a hostile enclave, will they stop being hostile? I don't think there is a way to help a hostile enclave. The only way I've ever seen hostile enclaves revert from being hostile is when the crossbow killer mission kills them and they just die. Normie? We're gonna give her the rifle, and we're also gonna take her 7-slot backpack.
No place to put that.
It's Noemia. Noemia. Ah. Getting educated here, guys. So, go ahead and grab our here. Drop those. Reload our handgun.
You know, the phrase, I wouldn't be caught dead in that means a lot more now.
All right, so this Enclave wants food. What do we do? There is not a whole lot of food sites close to me that I can just go to. I got one here, the swine and bovine we can go to.
I'm headed your way. Hold the fort.
And we could get a bag there to bring them.
Be careful on the way over, okay?
So that's what we'll do. We'll hit the swine and bovine really quick. In plague territory, so it's going to be relatively dangerous, but this is kind of a timed mission, so we're just going to hurry up, try to get them that bag of food. I would advise you guys, the quicker you can, we need to get down into Marshall and activate Tressy, because the faster you get Tressy activated, the faster you get access to a medicine and food trader, because that's what Tressy is. She trades medicine and food. So we're going to try to get down to her next while the zombie population is low, and we'll be able to move around Marshall a little bit freely. Now that we have weapons that we can semi-defend ourselves with, I'm also going to grab some extra ammo for the 45 just in case.
I have something personal that I'd like to focus
Ooh, that's a good
My
quest.
brother worked as a cop in this town, but I haven't seen him since the outbreak.
Could definitely use more people with tactical training. See what you can find.
And I got 12 base ammo, so I'm going to break this ammo up a little bit just because I want to try to get my hands on some more 45. Let's see, what did that give us? Yep, we got a little bit more 45 from that, so cool. Go ahead and drop those. We're doing decent on bullets. Now we got some 45 ammo. Let's head up and get this food. Now, like I said, I would prefer this food to be for my group because my group really, really needs it. But at the moment, it is what it is. We just got to kind of make do. Got to baby the car as much as possible because now when it comes to starting off your game, there's plenty of skills that you can choose. Like I focused on like health, plague resistance. Some people want a mechanic, and I don't blame you. You know what I mean? The mechanic is very, very good to have, especially in the beginning, because repair kits are not easy to come by, and you might want to craft some. So if you know you're going to have trouble keeping your vehicle from blowing up, go ahead and get yourself a mechanic at the start. Now, as you guys can see, there's a lot of zombies in this area that are going to make this a little bit difficult for me to get the food that I want to get. My main concern is seeing what that Juggernaut does. Smash those guys. Okay, so it doesn't look like the Jug's going to come over here. So I'll be good to head in. We're just going to squish these guys with the back of the car. There it is. So we're going to park the car over here. We're going to go grab those plague samples, of course. We're getting to the point now where I believe we can easily craft at least 2 plague cures. And I should have done that before I left base. I forgot about it. Definitely try to get your hands on a plague cure and just keep it on your character. Use it as like a little safety blanket. You never know when you're going to get jumped by a feral, hit by a juggernaut, bit by a zombie. There's all types of things that can happen that will cause you to get blood plague. And nobody plans on getting blood plague, you know what I mean? Now, we got a lot of zombies on the inside of this building, so Kind of just take our time here. Lure these guys out slowly. Get a good amount of them in there. Now you want to be careful and make sure the glass is already broken out, because if it's not, the crossbow bolt will actually hit the, like right there, hit the, I thought that was broken out. But yeah, it hits the glass and not the zombie. Shot. Now this might call the juggernaut over, so we got to be careful.
Dear God, I'm tired.
Good grab. Now this is an unbreakable survivor, so she can't take damage. She still takes plague damage. But as you can see, I did, from that bite there, I didn't take any permanent damage. Just damage that could be healed up, no problem. And that felt like an infestation. Sometimes the buildings they'll spit out quite a bit of zombies on lethal zone. To the point where you feel like you're clearing out a damn infestation. Here we go. Juggernaut's getting close.
Nothing here, like at all.
You always want to make sure you're using audio, guys. I think audio cues are probably one of the most important things to learn in State of Decay. You can hear juggernauts, you can hear ferals, you can hear all that stuff, bloaters, screamers that are in the area, hordes, and everything. So just learning all of those audio cues.
Let's go.
Very, very important. Okay, so we got this bag of food. Barrel. We're just gonna go.
If I take out the nearest plague heart, this might just clear up. We didn't need it.
Okay, so now we lost our doors. Not a huge deal. We just got to be careful, because if a feral or a zombie jumps on the car without us having a door, they'll just pull us out. And that's the main danger of having no doors on your car, is just the fact you get pulled out. Now, if you're good at spinning the zombies off or scraping them up against something before they get a chance to pull you out, having no doors isn't really a big deal. Fuck was that, dude? We'll leave it. All right, let's get this, I don't even know what I hit.
Welcome, friends. Come on in.
All right, there's your ruck of food. Now they're allies. We'll see what their ally bonus is.
Hey there, stranger. Come on in.
So they're giving us dinner theater. Nice. That's actually a really, really good ally bonus. I think you get +1 food from that. Let me see. Yeah, so they're giving us +1 food, and we're getting a morale bonus from them. +8 morale. So that's pretty good. It's a really, really good trait. Let's see if they have anything for sale. Generally, look at right now we're kind of in the market for a repair kit. They don't have one though, which is fine. I'm trying to save up my influence right now, so we're not going to buy anything from them. and we need bullets for ourselves. So it's nighttime right now. We're going to hold off for a second before heading down. We'll head down and do the stuff with Tressy in the morning. Once it's light, we can see. While it's dark right now, we're going to actually go and look into this Brother in Blue quest. It's a really, really good quest. Trinity is beat up, though. So what I'm going to do is we're going to buy that first aid kit from this group.
Hey there, business partner.
Because I could heal Trinity back at base, but it's going to cost me 3 meds that we don't have. We only have 2 meds right now in our base, so I can't even afford to do that. But it's cheaper to just spend 71 influence, in my opinion. Dracos with the super chat, man. Thank you so much. Oh, that happened to God Factory? Yeah, I don't know what happened there, guys. We just went flying. And I'll show you guys what I'm talking about, how you can heal your survivors up in different ways. So once you get a level 2 infirmary, you get passive healing, which means just over time, your survivors are just gonna heal on their own. That's obviously the cheapest way, but it takes time. And right now, as you guys can see, I only have 2 base meds. So you can also come right here to medical help if you're on the survivor, and you can come here to emergency medicine. Now, emergency medicine costs 3 base meds, but it will completely heal your people. Now, it doesn't take off blood plague. It just heals them, the actual heal. This right here, infection therapy, this is what you use to heal plague. Like right now, how my person is like, you know, a third or so, like 40% plagued, I could clear that white bar. Now, once that bar becomes full-blown blood plague and you have the timer, it doesn't matter. You can't use infection therapy to clear that. You can only use infection therapy to clear the bar if it's partially filled. And that costs plague samples. Now, early game, it's a little funky because you don't have a lot of plague samples. Like right now, I can't afford to use infection therapy because I need to get a plague cure crafted.
New additions to our Trumbull family. Before I started the network, I lived in Trumbull. So as long as I'm around, that valley will always have someone there to watch out for you. And that someone is my good friend, Raymundo Santos. If you need help, Ray is the guy to see.
He's down there, Lily. I'm no miracle.
Don't be modest, Ray. I can't imagine a Trumbull Valley without you there keeping watch.
I can do this. I just gotta do it.
Okay, so all of our meds are gone from that plague cure. I didn't even think about it as I was crafting it. That's what I was trying to tell you guys that you want to watch out for. You get kind of stuck in your head. All right, this is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. This is what I need to do. In my head, I was sitting there like, okay, I need to get a plague cure. That way, when we leave base, I got that box checked, and I didn't realize I just zeroed out all my meds. So what we got to do now before. While we're out about doing this mission for her brother, we're also going to be looking out for some medicine. So this sucks super bad because where they want me to go is in the heart of Marshall, and this area it's pretty bad, guys. The spawns are pretty bad, but I should have known because that's where the damn police station is. So, and now this is the other way you can heal also, is we went over the other two. Now, if you have first aid kits, which you can also craft these, you can buy them, you can get them in loot. First aid kits will also heal that permanent damage off. So we're going to pop that. Now we're healed up.
Is it just me, or are we having a morale problem?
Go ahead, grab those. Grab that. Pills, our plague cure. Extra bullets, bolts. All right. Now, we still have a small backpack, so it's not like I can really carry a whole bunch. Now, the only good thing is I said we were going to wait for morning, so coming down here is going to activate Tressy's mission, which is fine. I would advise you guys to... It looks like morning is going to be coming soon, so we don't have to really worry about it too much. But there also is medicine down in this area too. Right here on the corner, there's a medicine site. So I'm going to park my car over here, We'll make our way around. We'll get the meds, put those in the car. We'll head down the road, get this mission scoped out for the brother, and then we'll head down and do Tressy's quest, which is going to be down here in this, in the fire station here. So I'm leaving my base with a clear plan. I know, okay, this is what I want to do. That doesn't mean stop here, loot, because I seen it was a gun store. Stop here, loot, because there's this. You know what I mean? Stick to your plan.
The network's got everyone pulling together. That's where civilization comes from.
So Priscilla asks, can you make meds? Yes. Making medicine is something you can do right here. You come into your craft and produce meds, and you can produce medicine right here. It costs ethanol, which is pretty easy to find if you go around to bars, things like that. There's actually like 3 bars I know of in this map. The Jolly Collie Caverns, any bar you can get a lot of ethanol out of, and you make some parts. Now I actually save this for leveling up medicine. It's one of the better ways in the game to level up your medicine skills on survivors. So that's what we're going to do. Once I do train somebody, my unbreakable person, into being a medic, I'm going to train them by using this so we can start working toward getting pathology. We'll throw a gas can in just to make sure. Now we got, like I said, we got to be careful because I don't have any other repair kits. We'll be playing Zombie. I was actually going to play it today, but I wanted to do this, so who knows? Maybe I'll still play it today at some point. 3 screamers already. Wow. I feel like the spawns picked up pretty quick, and we really haven't done much. We haven't killed any plague hearts or anything like that. It seems like the spawns are already picking up. Yeah, when you're navigating these tight turns in here and stuff, you just want to be watching out for bloaters. Make sure there's not a bloater laying on the ground that you're going to smack into. In Lethal Zone, cars are actually pretty hard to come by. In a whole map, you might find like 7 to 10, maybe.
Yeah, breathing through your nose does not help. Blech.
Okay. So, what sucks is we got a plague heart here. Generally, the plague heart's here. But it's all good. Like I said, we're just going to keep our cool. We're going to stay nice and low profile. I want to get the meds first because that's what's honestly the most important out of everything I'm coming down here to do. Getting this bag of meds is my top priority because we're zeroed out. That's going to hurt our morale. I won't be able to craft or heal or do anything.
It looks okay, but with a plague heart nearby, no place can really be secure.
Hey, thank you. I was hoping the door wasn't going to be locked.
Oh, looky here.
Olive, yeah, I've seen the new merch, the stuff SOD dropped, the hoodies and stuff. I'm going to be getting some. Almost 300 likes too, guys, on the stream. I really do appreciate everybody. It really means the world to me. Show me that you guys are enjoying this this guide. I'm really, really happy. Just moving slow. Like I said, I don't want to. It's really, really easy to aggro up a town, especially in lethal. One zombie scream, next thing you know, you got 300 zombies on you, freaking 20 ferals, and now I have base ammo. I'm not in a rush to get back. Now, if my ammo was lower, I would be like, all right, I need to get back. I'm gonna sacrifice the 3 ammo. Early game, ammo is not used all that much. The actual ammo resource, I feel it's probably one of the most underutilized resources in the game. I feel ammo is more for like mid to end game. So if I have to sacrifice a little bit of bullets, I'm not too worried about it. All right, so we're gonna head down the road, this alleyway here. Try to get over to this police station. Now this is the way, because it is the police station, instead of going down that main strip there, which is gonna have a ton of zombies in it, zombies can spawn inside buildings and come out. We're gonna head down here because it's a little more vacant, and you can kind of come right up on the back. Right there, zombie screamed. We gotta move. So the thing is, zombies are gonna move to where the zombie screamed, not to me. We're gonna go around the other way. Krista, dude, thank you for the sub. I'd really appreciate that, man.
We don't have enough medicine around here.
Okay, so as you guys can see, our food ticker went. Make sure nothing broke. Now, like I said, the reason why I'm prioritizing this push down in the city right now is we're getting meds. We already have 1 bag of meds in our car. But getting the mission done with Tressy, that will give us a food and med trader. So I'm hoping that we could get some food and meds from her once we're done with her mission. Worth doing the cell tower here. What cell tower? The one that's over here? Because the cell tower here is definitely worth it. Shows a lot of buildings that you can get some loot from. Marshall has a lot of loot in it. This part of Marshall, not so much. There's a bunch of hidden like little military sites and stuff scattered all throughout that make it worth it. But a lot of these buildings you can't even get inside.
Damn. Juggernaut plus blood plague equals bad news.
Shit. So we're not even gonna be able to do this mission. The jug out front.
I'm here. Time to jumpstart the fun.
Okay, so we're just searching for a duty roster. Would be so awesome if we could get this looted right here. Here it is. Perfect. Hell yeah. So we can go in and out. I'm not even going to worry about looting this building out right now. We got what we came here for. We're going to get the hell out, and we're going to head down to Tressy.
All through, you may now applaud.
Oh, that tower. Yeah, I didn't even know that tower was there. Yeah, we'll hit that tower for sure. That one's really... Yeah, that's a really good one, Paul. I didn't even know that one was there. The door, I think the door's over here on this side. Yep. So we'll head up here and scout really quick.
Maybe I should look somewhere else.
Tino, Ashish, how you guys doing today? do some scouting. As you guys can see, a lot of sites here.
Another plague heart.
And the building density is what makes Marshall so dangerous.
That could be a good addition as an outpost. Whew, if the engine is still good, that'd be a great set of wheels.
Nice, got an SUV.
Okay, nothing more to see here.
Here we go. So as you guys can see, there's a lot of sites. A lot of sites. And that's what I was trying to tell you guys. Just the building density out here. You know, if you're in this neighborhood here and you aggro up zombies, you got this house spitting out. All the houses start spitting out zombies. It can get really, really hectic. All right, so we're gonna get our car. We're gonna head down to Tressy. Pedro, I appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, car's right there. Okay, drop that in there for now. And then we're gonna drive over to Tressy. So we're parked relatively close. Like I said, this street is decently clear. Too bad that army roadblock is looted. We probably got some good stuff out of there. If
Yeah, I'm here.
okay, so we're gonna start clearing this out. Crossbow super powerful in this situation. Good shot. Now, we could have fought that out with Tressy, which would have been, you know,
Oh, time to stock up on everything.
it would have worked, but this way, I kept it pretty quiet. I didn't have to use any stamina. I didn't have to risk taking any damage, anything like that. So, oh, we can get meds out of here too. So that's it. We're gonna grab those. The fuel would be nice too, but we really need the medicine. Get this guy off the door here.
I got nothing left.
As much as I didn't want to fight, we're in it. All right, so my base fought off the siege. Cost me 3 ammo, but
Thanks for coming. I got chased in here by some Zeds and I didn't feel safe on my own.
Well, look at that. No more of that.
bathroom. It'd be maybe in the bathroom. Nope. The shelf. Here it is. Ooh, take the baseball bat too. Baseball bats are actually pretty good melee weapons. Where's Tressy at? On the roof. Never seen her on the roof before. Generally, she's in that front office. So that would actually have been shitty if I tried to fight her or fight and expect Tressy to help me.
I need help clearing out some Zeds before I could scavenge. You up for it?
So let me see. So as you guys can see, Tressy has the juice. She's got a ton of food on her. She's gonna go back down to that front office, isn't she?
I need help clearing out some Zeds before I could. That's good. You're in charge.
All right, so we're gonna get her to go with us. She wants us to go over to the courthouse. I said, even though we got her with us, we're still just gonna keep it cool, keep it quiet. We're good. 2 bags of meds, which I really am happy about.
Good to see you.
Can't trade with her until that after the mission now. But walk over here.
Must have heard us.
No, Tressy, you just. Now Tressy is immortal, so if she gets herself in trouble, don't risk your life to save her. She will be okay. Decent amount of zombies in there.
Bad news, that's a bloater.
Tressy, you coming? So I'm going to clear out this area really quick. We'll go down and fight those zombies out for her.
Not bad at all. Okay, I just need a second to look around for something. Feel free to take anything that looks useful. That won't work.
Oh. This is the situation Tressy got me in, guys. So I don't know what the zombies are doing. They're just screaming their heads off. I appreciate that, banger, man. What is Hardtown and Trumbull? So the Hardtown and Trumbull is it's called Marshall. That's actually where we're at right now. It's one of the harder cities to deal with because the spawn rates just there's so many zombies constantly being thrown at you. Okay. Let's talk with Tressy. Actually,
Let's see what you got.
I could have sold her that that note. Damn, car's all the way on the other side. Whatever, we'll just trade with her at the end.
Want to know why the military was down here in such force? Want to know why the military was down? I'll mark the location on your map. It's not far.
Wade Johnson, how you doing, man? Pretty low on bolts. So now I got 3 screamers over in front of my my car. Now we're gonna snipe them out. Too low. This crossbow has a lot more drop than I remember. So we'll see what those screamers dragged in. Doesn't look like too much. Get this bag of food put away. We'll head over to the other site.
Plague territory. Gotta stay on my toes.
Just
It's like we're not alone.
barrel.
Can't this go any? I'm gonna show you something called the plague wall.
Hold on. A plague wall. That sounds dangerous.
Relax. It's totally inert. Completely safe.
Right.
Zombies are acting kind of weird. There's Farrell.
Yeah, that's a blood feral.
I was hoping she would break the helmet. There it is. Damn, I missed. Of course I missed. Then, I was reluctant on shooting a bullet. But she got the helmet broken off, so it's all good.
These are plague walls. Well, they used to be. A few months back, they basically took over downtown Marshall.
Really? They don't look very aggressive to me.
You weren't here. Luckily,
Copious,
somebody
thank you
figured out
so
how
much
to
for the
defeat them
sub.
before they spread too far.
Let me guess. The army?
Sort of. They threw everything they had at the walls, but nothing worked. Finally, one of their scientists cracked the code and built a bioweapon that took them down. Honestly, we got lucky. Could have been a lot worse. Time for me to head home.
All right, let's get Tressy home, and now this will open up one of the, like I said, she's an amazing trader. If you're ever running low on food and you're having a hard time finding food, just come down to her house. You'll see where it is on the map, and she will be a permanent trader. She never leaves.
Now, where am I going to put that?
So for that bloater. Good amount of zombies here. There you go, Tressy. Do your work. There it is.
Thanks for the company. I hope this little tour was educational. Marshall is plenty dangerous, but not as bad as it used to. And if you're looking to scavenge, it has plenty to offer.
I'm curious. What keeps you in Marshall?
I'm studying the ruins left by the destroyed plague walls. They have some intriguing properties, even though they're not biologically active, technically speaking. At the moment, I only have some theories, but if they pan out, it could be a real breakthrough. If I need a helping hand, I'll give you a call. It's always nice to have a friend watching your back out here.
There it is.
Take care of yourself.
Leo with the sub, thank you. All right, so we're gonna go and buy more food from her. I think I can do 2 more bags.
Hey.
We're open to a swap if you are.
Okay, yeah.
I'm actually gonna have to sell something out of my inventory. Oops.
Hey there.
We're open to a swap if you are.
Okay, yeah.
We'll sell the 1 bolt. It's not doing me any favors. There it is. We'll drop that, and then I could buy 1 more bag of food. So we're good on food at this point. Like I said, and then the next time I come down and check on her, there's a good chance she'll have meds and stuff. She always has either food, meds, or a combination of both.
Let's see what you got.
Sure.
I can't even buy all of the food that I want to buy from her. She has 1 more bag, but we should be okay with this. Got plenty of resources. New trader set up. Have you ever played any of the Ace? I've never played Ace Combat before. No. And resource-wise, once we get this stuff back to base, the only thing we're really going to even remotely need is maybe a little bit more medicine. But we got our plague cure. We got some starter weapons. I was gonna check that Enclave, see if they had any resources, but we'll come back at another time. Now we gotta be careful because that could draw a bunch of zombies to our base.
I'm out of ammo now.
These ought to be helpful.
Hey, we've been robbed. Stop that thief.
Now, I just deposited all that food,
Bullshit.
and we just got robbed. So I always tell you guys, if you get this warlord to catch a thief mission, make sure you do it because they legitimately take food out of your resources. And if you don't do the mission, that bag is gone. It's just gone. What sniper rifle to kill a juggernaut? Any 50 caliber sniper rifle will kill a juggernaut in 5 shots. So I believe it's her, right?
See you later.
We have to play. Let me see. Yeah, so we got to play as Naomi or Noemi. To go catch this thief. So she still got some plague, which is fine. I didn't put her in infirmary, I don't believe. Yeah, food can be stolen, guys. There's missions where people will come into your base and quote-unquote steal your food, and then you got to go out and recover it. And you can kill the person if you want. I'm not going to risk fighting a human right now. Oops, I want to give this to one of my people for base defense.
Hi there.
So we're just going to bring the handgun. How many plague samples are we looking at? So I'm sitting back at 7 plague samples, and I'm sitting here like, should I clean off the half plague damage that I already have? It's not worth it for me right now. So we'll just stay as we are. See if I can get away with not healing it. Oh, wrong ammo type. Go ahead and grab 45.
Listening and feeling helpful? Could you swing by? Thanks.
The tire iron's pretty beat up. All right, let's go talk to the person in our base. They're going to tell us where to find the robber.
Good luck out there.
And they're right over here in this barn. So we could drive over there. We can go on foot. And I think I'll drive over there. Because while we're there, we could probably loot. See how much gas we got. Okay, we're good. We're definitely good on fuel.
Drop your stuff. Don't make me use this.
I just want to talk, okay?
Now, you don't have to fight this person. They'll just give the food back, no problem. If you feel super jaded, though, and like you have to kill them, they do you. In Lethal Zone, though, fighting human enemies can be pretty dangerous. And this one has a gun, so.
I just want to talk, okay?
There.
Feels good to take out the trash.
Drop the food on the ground.
Won't be bothering us anymore.
And I will loot out this shed. Potentially to find food in this shed also, so.
Oh, hey. This should be good. Is that it?
Take those. We actually have a fair amount of 22 caliber bullets. But no 22 caliber gun, so. Oh, more bolts. Definitely want those. Some military site over there, too. A lot of the times in my playthroughs, it's pre-looted.
Might be useful.
I'll check the map here in a second. Oh, nice. I don't really care too much about this crossbow because we have one and it's already better than that one. I can't even see it. So, but the cool thing is that crossbow is going to be a good source of parts. I can scrap it. But we got some extra crossbow bolts, which means our crossbow is back in action without having to go and spend more resources on getting arrows.
I was hoping we'd have more company.
This was Dr. Hoffman's. Oh, no, was this? Yeah, this was Dr. Hoffman's old base. There we go. Good. 45 shells. Give me some food, baby. Give me some food. Yeah, I could equip it to save space in my inventory, which I'm actually probably going to do because I don't know how much is left to loot. There's a bag of snacks over there. Oh, there we go. So we got a Molotov. Yeah, so let's go ahead and make a little bit of space. We'll drop that and those. Pick up 2 more things. So we got our first Molotov. I've played it. Yes, Eric, I've played The Last of Us on my channel. 1 and 2. I got a couple of playlists if you want to go check them out. Last of Us is my favorite game. So fast looting, there's no benefit to doing it. You know what I mean? It's only about a second and a half faster. And when you get a search crash, now you're not saving any time. You're actually losing time if you think about it. If I go in there and I slow loot, right, and it takes 3 seconds to search a container, right? And you fast loot, and it takes you, I don't know, let's just say 1 second to loot that container. It took me 2 more seconds to loot that container at the end. But say your search fails and you get a search crash, and now you got, I don't know, 10 zombies that show up, because you can get a lot of zombies to show up and spawn on a search crash. Now you got 10 zombies show up. Now you have to waste resources fighting those zombies, whether that be stamina items, healing items if you take damage, ammo if you have to shoot, fire if the hordes get big enough, or ferals show up. You're wasting resources. Plus, now you're going to spend another minute and a half, depending on how bad the situation gets, fighting your way out of that situation, right? To save yourself 2 seconds on a loot. You know what I mean? So which one is more worth it? 2 extra seconds looting a container, or spending, 3 minutes dealing with a situation? So that's why I don't fast loot. There's no benefit to it.
Thanks, Lily. Yeah, I'm taking care of it. All right, then. You let me know if you need any help.
I have a feeling we weren't supposed to pick up that conversation.
All right, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to scrap this classic, because we have this Echo X1. And my main thing is backpacks. We really don't have any big backpacks, like, whatsoever. Do got an infestation. Okay, so we got a Enclave here that popped up. That's for, I believe, the people that make alcohol. It's not 10 seconds. Jeremy, we'll go check it right now. Like, literally, between a fast loot and a slow loot, there might be like four. All right, I'll say like 4 to 5 seconds. But it's still difference of minutes if you get in a fight. You know what I mean? I think it takes 6.5 seconds to loot a container. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it's like, I'd say it's probably close to like 8 to 10. But still, even if I do a fast loot, it's only going to save me, what, 6 seconds? I don't know. In my opinion, I still don't feel like 6 seconds is worth the problems that fast looting can bring. Because like I said, that you save a couple seconds. But, you know, say I fast looted that container right there, had a search crash, and that feral comes. Now, stealth skill, yeah, that's different, because when you get stealth maxed out, you can fast search guys without a search crash. Like, you have a 100% chance, or it reduces your chance by 100% to get a search crash. So, specialize in stealth, and it allows you to fast loot without any negatives. But before I get that, yeah, you're not gonna catch me fast looting. Ain't happening. Not happening. All right, so let me go ahead and re-equip our crossbow. And we're going to go up and take care of that infestation.
Hello to all my neighbors out there. This is Tressy again, down in Marshall. I've met some of you, but I know more folks are coming to Trumbull Valley every day. I didn't grow up here myself, but I've been around long enough for it to become home. And I'm amazed at how well we've bounced back from some bad times. This valley thrived once, and if I have anything to say, it will again.
It sounds like she's pretty committed to helping this town.
Yeah, she is. Tressy's going ham, guys, trying to make the world a better place. So we're gonna head up. I'm not, like I said, I'm not too concerned about that enclave right now. It is influence that we could farm up, but that Juggernaut, I don't know if he's still gonna be in the area. We're going to get meds out of this site, and I'll clear this infestation. But right now, the new infestation system's not in the game yet. So you still got to worry about just random base sieges, random infestation spawns, no way to track them, no way to stop them. But once the new infestation system becomes live, it's really, really cool, guys. It actually feels bad going from the new system back to this. I don't like it. See how far them zombies are going to come. So let's clear out that infestation. Meds are priority, but they're not top priority. Getting this cleared is the main reason we're here.
Hi, I think we could benefit from working together.
Ooh, network trader. They got some good stuff for sale, so we might go check out the network trader. Okay. Going through the front door. Yeah, the network traders carry some mods that are pretty mandatory for the game.
Zed's around, but we can't secure the place with a plague heart close by.
All right, infestation's done. We're gonna get in this building over here. Where is that trader, by the way? Okay, down the road. Yeah, we can hit that. That's no problem. Got like 600 influence. We're gonna go stop by base, see if we can scrounge up some stuff that we're willing to sell to the trader too. Hopefully the meds are on this side, right? No, it doesn't. Gonna make us work for this, aren't they? So Dr. Feelgood brings up moving to another base. Now, this is a guide to teach people how to play lethal. The problem with moving to a new base right now is I could go and kill a couple play cards and push it to a new base. But expecting a player within a newer player to lethal to be able to go and, you know, clear 2 play cards right now, early game, without any fire, any equipment, really, it's a lot. So that's why I'm trying to make sure that players are ready for that commitment to pushing into another base, because you got to take out a couple hearts. Now, I believe, is there any bases that are out? I don't think in this map there's any bases that are outside plague territory. Generally, all of the bases are claimed. Yeah, so every base is claimed. You know, if you want this one, you got to kill 3. You want this one, you got to kill 2. If you want this one, you got to kill 2. So a minimum of 2 play cards you got to clear if you're trying to get into a new base. But generally, we go for the trailer park base on this map first because it's the only one that makes sense. Red Talon base isn't good for new players. It's a very niche base. Oh, be the next goal. Oh, I see what you're saying, Dr. Feels Good. Yeah, for sure, dude. That's getting out of this starter base in trouble. And that's one of the things, guys, is the other maps, the starter bases are a lot better. You can stay in those starter bases for quite a while. They got 3 small slots. You got access to up to 8 beds. You got a built-in kitchen. They're actually really, really good. You can freaking damn near beat the game in one of those bases, to be real with you guys. But Trumbull, they went out of their way to make sure that the starter base in Trumbull is terrible. You get 2 small slots, that's it. 2 small slots and some beds. It's very, very limited. You don't have any, like, you got to sacrifice. Like, if I wanted a kitchen right now to manufacture my own, like, stamina items, I would have to break down one of my facilities. I'd have to break down either my workshop, which would probably be the one I broke down, but I'd have to break down my workshop to build a kitchen just to manufacture my own energy drinks and stuff like that. So it's like really a battle. So when you do get to Trumbull, our focus, get established, get your car fixed, get your resources squared away. And once you can build up a small, it doesn't have to be crazy big, guys. Our goal is to just get a little arsenal so we can go and start pushing play cards. Right now, we are getting to a decent spot. Fire is what we're aiming for. So getting a level 2 workshop is probably my next goal. Then I can start focusing on crafting fire. Once I got a little bit of fire crafted, we have a decent amount of stamina items. I got a heavy weapon, guns to keep my back clear. We can probably push some play cards, no problem. All right, so we got those meds. We got the infestation cleared.
Welcome to the family, son.
Stanislav, thank you so much for the membership, dude. I really do appreciate that. Welcome to the family. I think Bangers asked, what's my favorite leader type? I like the trader leader. I think the trader leader benefits quite a bit. Benefits lethal games quite a bit because your map will run low on resources, and being able to call in traders to bring you resources is very, very beneficial. And they come straight to your base. The traders come straight to your base, so you need food. As long as you got the influence, call it in. All right, so we're going to get this in base. Let's go see if we have any stuff that we want to sell.
Ray, I just heard that one of the groups we were supporting in Trumbull left the valley.
That.
It sounds like they're pretty angry with us. Ray, are you there? Pick up. We need to talk.
So I don't.
Santos, you'd better not be ducking my call.
I really don't have a whole lot of resources to sell.
Me sneaking in after curfew.
Like, at all. I really don't have anything that I'm willing to sell. Yeah, there's red talent traders. We're also going to do focus on calling in red talents. I want to show you guys some of the better red talents to have in your group. So we're going to be doing Daybreak at some point. I'm going to get some more points, get a red talent in this community, show you guys how to go about doing that. So that's going to be something that we focus on here in the future. But yeah, I really don't have anything else I want to sell. I was thinking about maybe letting off a couple of these because I only need 5 for upgrading my workshop. And maybe we'll sell a handful of chemicals and these seeds. But other than that, I really don't have much I want to sell. Hacking for sure. Yep, hacking red talent is definitely something that you guys want to try to get. Sabrina, how you been? Is this site preluded? No! Nice. So it's not preluded. So we're gonna come back, loot this place out. Let's go sell some stuff though. Probably get some good loot out of there that we can sell if we don't need it. Oh, nice. Got a pickup truck over there. Okay.
Hi there.
Angelo.
Hi there. I'm with the network.
Nice.
You've heard of us?
I don't have any 8-slot backpacks. So this network signal booster is what we're here for, mainly. This is what we want. So let's sell the seeds. Let's sell that. Let's sell that and that. We're sitting at about 900 influence. Okay. And she has food and meds. And a 8-slot backpack. All this stuff I want. I really, really want. So the things I'm going to buy right now for sure. We'll buy this 8-slot. Equip it. I'll sell her to 7. Actually, I should have kept that 7, but it's too late now. We'll buy the network single booster because that's something I really, really need. All right. And let me buy, what do we need? Let's buy a bag of meds.
So what do we got today?
Works for me.
And now we're going to go loot out that military site, see if we can get our hands on something that we don't need that we could sell.
I do not want to let that screamer bring friends.
Swinny, are you talking about what I really, really want in this game? Got him. Building up a forever community. I've been searching for ammo presses, and they do not seem... Yeah, so this is good. It's a very good question, Jake. If you guys are having a hard time finding ammo presses, now ammo presses are what you use in your base to craft specific bullet types. And the game, there really is no other way to craft a specific bullet type. Like say you got an AR-15 or an M4, and you need 5.56 specific bullets. There is, if you don't have a rifle press, there's no way to craft it. So Jake is bringing up, he's having a really, really hard time finding those ammo presses. Is there an alternate way to craft the ammo? And the answer is yes. What you need to do is you need to have a base with a large facility slot, and you need to promote a warlord leader. If you promote a warlord leader, you can build their leader building, which is a armory, and that armory allows you to craft every type of bullets in the game. Every type. So that is your alternative way, is promote a warlord leader. Wait, there's nothing to loot here, though. Damn it, I got excited for nothing. There's nothing to even loot here. Site's white, but there's nothing here. Thomas, how you doing today, man?
Sticking around here too long would not be smart.
And the thing is if you can promote and build multiple building types, and I think this is something that the game doesn't do a good job of explaining, is say you promote a trader leader, all right, and you build a trade depot, and say you have a base that has multiple large slots. You can demote your trade leader and still keep the trade depot. It doesn't go anywhere. Once the building is built, that's it. You only need the leader to build it. You don't need the leader to maintain it. So if you want a warlord armory, but you don't want a warlord, say you want a trader leader or you want a builder leader, you can go ahead, promote a warlord leader, build the armory. When your armory is built, to get rid of your warlord leader and then promote your trader leader. And you could do that for any of them. But yeah, you don't need the leader type to maintain the site. You only need it to build it.
Tressy calling from down here in Marshall. I need a hand liberating some of my equipment from a few Zeds. Can you help?
Not dead yet.
All right, I'm going to check the back of this car, see if there's any loot in there. And I might swing through that house and see if there's any loot in that house. Definitely want to try to sell this group as much as I can. Nice. Even though I don't want to get rid of either of those, still good loot. See if this house has anything that we can loot. But I think because... I don't know if this would count. No, that's pre-looted. Shite. Ah. And there's not very many sites around here. I have to just call it good. I mean, we got what we need from them. I just wanted to try to get a little bit of my influence back, but obviously early game like this, and I don't really want to trade anything, so we'll just keep what we got. It's all good. We ended up getting a signal booster. Our car is smoking too, so we're gonna have to figure out a repair kit situation. Now there is another mechanic shop on this map. It's in Spencer's Mill. So if we had to, we could head over to Spencer's Mill and potentially get ourselves another repair kit. I'm going to swing by this Enclave, though, see if they updated their trade log at all.
Don't just stand out there, hun. Come on in. Let's get down to business.
Yeah, nice. They got a repair kit. Awesome. So we're definitely going to buy that. And, oh, man, I would buy that stim just because they're so good. 'Cause 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 they're so good. Yeah, screw it. Generally, anytime I see stims, guys, I buy them just because they're you can't craft them and they're the best stamina item in the game. Let's get a repair kit on the car. So yeah, if you're in a position like me where you didn't take the ability to craft repair kits right off the bat, some of the easiest ways to go and look for repair kits is check enclaves. Enclaves periodically have them for sale, and try to find the auto repair shops. Now in Trumbull Valley, there's one right here for when you start. There is one right here in Spencer's Mill, and then I believe that might be it for auto shops. Trying to think. Yeah, I think that's it. I think there's those two. I don't remember there being one up here either in Fairfield. Is there one in East Marshall? Oh, yeah, right here in the no, that wasn't it. For some reason I thought it was right here. There's one in East Marshall? Power stations, yeah, any utility sites, such as like shit, I don't even have any showing right now. Some of the utility sites, like power substations, even the water pump stations, sometimes those can have repair kits in them. So yeah, there's definitely a couple spots that you can go and check and try to get your hands on repair kits. Big hearts in it. Oh yeah, right here. Okay, yeah, I remember. Yep, right there. So yeah, there's three. Auto shop there. Auto shop there, and then auto shop here. So those are three sites that you can go to, and if they're not preloaded, you're guaranteed to get a repair kit out of them for the most part. Buy Molotov. Yeah, mollies, especially early game, those are very, very good to buy too, until you get the ability to craft them. So that's going to be our focus for next episode. We're going to go ahead and start working on that level 2 workshop, because like I said, if you want to, our main goal right now, now that we're relatively established, our main goal is getting out of this base and getting into a base that's more sustainable, which would be the trailer park base. RNG was not on my side this time around, so I have 2 plague carts I have to clear. Sometimes you only have to do 1 to get into this base. This time around I have to do 2. So we need to go around, we need to gather materials, and so we can go ahead and upgrade our workshop, which I believe we need 15 materials to do that. Yeah, so we got to get at least 3 to 4, I'd say 4 bags of materials to put us in that safe spot. Go around, loot 4 bags of materials, which we could potentially get some up here in Fairfield. We can go scope out certain areas here in Spencer's Mill, which is probably what I'll actually do. I'm going to head over to Spencer's Mill and probably loot there, because we can scout out, figure out where the play carts are, come up with a game plan, and we already have a heavy weapon. And at that point, like I said, we're just going to scope, get materials, upgrade our workshop, get some fire going. Once we got fire going, and I don't even know how much more I want to put into my arsenal. Like I said, our main way to kill plague hearts early game is to kind of just chip at them with heavy weapons, throw any fire or explosives that you might scrape up here and there. We don't really have much when it comes to like throwables.
I'm reaching out because I'm worried about my friend Ray Santos.
Yeah, we don't really have anything, so
And I'm getting a little if someone could check and make sure everything is okay.
Well, okay. Nice.
Nice. So I'm actually just got us a little bit of materials. So that's what we're gonna focus on next episode, is trying to get into another base, and we'll go from there. So if you guys enjoyed this format, like I said, I was doing my video format before. Like I said, it was a little intrusive on my current stream schedule. I had really delayed episodes. You guys would go 2-3 weeks before I could even put out another episode. It was kind of a pain in the butt for both me and you guys. So let me know if this format is working, if you guys are learning from it, if it's something that you guys are still interested in. We can continue doing them like this. If not, then I mean, I'll figure it out and we'll do them the other way, I guess. But let me know what you guys think. If you haven't already, smash that like button on your way out. Best way to show me that you guys are enjoying this. If you guys are new to the channel, please consider subscribing. It helps out more than you guys understand. And I'll see you guys in the next episode. So I see some people asking what game is next. I won't be doing any games till later on tonight. Probably gonna be doing some Witcher. And depending on what time I got a birthday party we got to go to. So I know for sure I'll be doing The Witcher. And if I have other time, maybe we'll do something else. Depends on what time I get back. So again, thank you, everybody. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.